The ditch lights I've got to put on the vehicle. These are just ditch lights that I've picked up from the local online shop. I'm not looking for so much power here. You notice that I've got a yellow filter here, so these are mainly going to be used for just lighting up that area a little bit when it's quite foggy or misty, just to give us a little bit more light. So I'm not going to be utilizing these all the time, but it does give us that just little bit more security if we're going through some foggy areas. So that's what we'll be installing. Okay, so this is an interesting bracket that we are going to use for the ditch lights. This element here will actually fit on the bonnet, the back rim of the bonnet. So it slides on the back rim, and these bolts here, tightened up with an Allen key, would tighten it up inside so it clamps close to the back of that rim. And then we've got this attachment here that can swivel, and you can tighten up and adjust the swivel with an Allen key. This wiring harness actually isn't great for what I want to do with this, so I may need to sort of change this slightly to make sure it actually works for what I need. Yeah, so here's the location I'm looking at to put these brackets here. So I've got to be careful because the brackets are going to be fitting on here, and obviously they need to be protected over the cross of the paintwork, but they have got some rubber seals there to be able to help with that. But you can see as this is opening up, we've got to be careful where that light fits, and so on and so forth. So we're going to be having a look, and you can see hopefully at the end this in working condition. Okay, so I've started to see if this wiring harness will reach, because it's got two sections on it. This section to plug into this side, and there's another cable section here which would plug into lights that side, but I'm not exactly sure if this is long enough yet. So if not, I have to cannibalize it and make it fit, because it's obviously not going to fit here inside this. It's going to come under here, and it just might be too short, so we're going to have a little. So here's a little catch up to what we're going to be doing. This is the fuse box and the relay box for the switch panel that we installed on a previous video, and this is the connection area where we are going to connect the live from each of the lights. So the ditch lights are going to be connected up to here as well in one of these, and we also have a ground that we're going to be putting in as well. So that's the action for today. Okay, so both lights, brackets on, seems to be okay. Time to do the wiring. Now I've got these connectors here, which are waterproof connectors, which I'm going to add to each of the ends, which will come underneath here, the back, and come and hide under here, and then I can connect the wiring harness to here and back into the switch panel. Next job. Okay, so what we have here now is I've got a terminal block here for the ground, and this ground is coming down back onto the battery here, and I'm going to secure this ground to the back, and then I've got the cable coming from this ditch light here coming to this box, and there's a ditch light over there now coming into this box here, and then the ground and the live coming out of the box, ground coming back up to the terminal block, the live coming into the connection here of the switch panel. So what I'm going to be doing is when all of the accessories are added, we will be tidying all this up, making sure this is all covered up and so on. But let's do a test run. Let's see what happens to these ditch lights. Got the switch panel. You will remember from a previous video I've not put any of the stickers on it yet. I've actually, because the way I've installed it with the cable coming out this way, it almost seems as if it's upside down, based on the words that we've got for on and off here. So I've connected it to number 3, so logically in my head 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I may be wrong, but we're going to give it a go. So first of all, let's start the engine. Okay, you've probably seen a little checkup of the lights on that. So I'm going to switch the whole panel on. Okay, now none of the lights are on at the moment, so these are just backlights. So 1, 2, 3, switch on. See, the light is on there. Let's go and have a little look live as we see it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, both lights on. Excellent. We'll turn that switch off. Okay, that switch is off. Both lights off. All right. So here's the view from the driver's seat of these ditch lights here. And go for that side. And then you go for that side. There's often discussions about whether ditch lights obstruct views. I tried to make them as small as possible, and the brackets not so protruding. So let's see. We will give this a go. These ditch lights. So that's it for today. So next time we're going to be installing lights up there, and a set of 4 lights, spotlights, and connecting it into the switch panel. So if you're up for that, make sure you like, subscribe, and you'll get notified when that video hits live. See you next time.